Unless you have him still showing. It might not then. You could just capture everybody.
Oh my.
I really do love the fact that we're all wearing silly hats.
Well, it's your birthday, dude.
I'm really happy about this.
Thank you guys for joining me on my birthday. Now I don't have to drink alone like I normally do.
All right.
All by yourself.
So let's start talking about our bears. Everybody, if you don't already have an idea of what type of bear you want, go ahead and pull out, if you have like a piece of paper or a sticky note or a flashcard. Excellent. So for the first thing you want is a descriptor for your bear. Now there are 6 descriptors, and you can roll a d6, or you can choose one. If you would like to roll now, and then call out your number, and I will tell you what your bear is.
You know I've already picked.
I do know you have.
I rolled a 3.
You are a retired bear.
Oh no.
I would like to be a washed-up bear.
All right, you washed up bear.
I rolled mine and ended up with washed up based on a roll. So
Perfect. We can have 2 washed up bears and 1 retired one. I think that's great. Steven, what did you get?
Oh, you're on mute, buddy.
you're muted.
Thank you. I am unhinged.
All right. What about Brian? Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, you're an incompetent bear.
I too rolled 6.
Yes!
You are also an incompetent bear.
I knew this was gonna be great.
Okay, so we've got 2 washed up bears, 1 retired bear, 1 unhinged bear, and 2 incompetent bears. This is going to be great.
Oh my god.
The next thing we need is our bear type.
I don't think I said mine.
Oh, right. We have a homebrew bear. What's your bear?
I'm a sober bear.
Sober. So you used to be a
Sober.
drinker and now you're sober?
No, I'm the only one who won't be.
Yeah, he's the
That's so
designated
bear.
driver. He's the designated
Oh, okay.
bear.
And so I think we all know what my role is.
There is a driver bear. Would you like to be the driver?
I'll be the driver bear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the designated driver bear.
There may also be other drivers if people are rolling, but you can definitely be the official DD. So the next thing we need to roll is the type of bear that you are.
That I will roll for.
Go ahead and roll another d6 and call out your number.
I would like to be a grizzly bear just for the bear type that I'm going for.
Okay, excellent. Grizzly bear, and your special skill is Terrify.
All right.
I rolled a 4, so I've got black.
I would
Okay.
like to be the honey badger.
Yeah, go for it. Your special skill is Carnage. The
I
black
would
bear's
also like
special
Honey
skill is
Badger.
Climb.
Rose, I got a 5.
Okay, you are a sun bear.
Ooh.
Your special skill is Sense Honey.
Oh, damn.
Yes. You know, I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna take one. I'm gonna take polar bear.
Okay, your special skill is Swim. Steven, what'd you get?
I would also like Honey Badger, please.
Excellent.
Because I like this unhinged Honey Badger with Carnage.
Oh, incredible. So we've got every type of bear plus 2 honey badgers. We got all of them. Oh no, we don't have a panda.
I will be choosing panda.
Okay, that makes sense. Your special skill is Eat anything that looks like bamboo.
Just like me in real life.
Everybody, your special skill is relevant, so make sure you remember what your
All right,
special skill is. It will give you small buffs on your rolls. The last thing that you need to pick is the role within the group. There are 6 of them, so you can roll for this as well.
May I be face?
Yes, you may. You may be the face of the group.
Because my character, the bear that I'm going for, is so good.
Okay, excellent. So we've got a face.
I rolled a 4, so I guess I get to be a hacker.
Yeah, the washed up hacker black bear.
I'm the brains.
Oh no. The incompetent honey badger brains bear.
Let's use my.
There's your niche.
We have. I know that Sanavi wanted to be.
Yep, I'm playing the driver.
All right. What did anybody else roll? Or have a choice?
I rolled a 5. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm
You're the
sure it is
thief
wonderful.
bear.
Ooh, that makes sense. Just like me in real life.
You're like the ninja bear. You're the ninja of all bear.
You're the thief panda. You're the incompetent thief panda.
Oh my god.
Competent thief.
You are Jack Black.
Gordy, did you get a roll?
I rolled a 1.
You're the muscle.
Yeah. Gordy's the muscle.
I thought I wasn't playing Gordy tonight there, guys. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Ty. My bad. My bad. Oh, right. Well, you can call him Gordy if you want.
Gordy
all
the
right,
bear.
Steven, what about you?
I hadn't rolled, and everything's taken. So do we want 2 of 1, or...
You will either need to have
just
2
roll.
of 1, or you.
I was just asking if there was a specific one we wanted 2 of, but I'll roll.
Oh.
The unhinged honey badger is the muscle.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
gosh. Oh,
I think
wow.
it can't hurt to have 2 muscle.
Because you gotta have 2.
And then the last thing that you want to do is if you have a D8 handy, you can roll your bonus hat.
Oh,
This
what?
has
I got my
literally
hats.
nothing to do with anything. I see that you all just already have your hats. But I will
If you
say,
call
like,
this a hat.
you can have a fez or a trilby, a bowler, a top, a flat cap, or a cowboy hat, or a crown. So if you wanted your bear to have a different hat than what you're wearing, you can. But also,
Well-
I support the hats we have.
I support your hat wearing.
I support you in whatever hat suits your fancy.
I'm wearing a trilby, so I'll just stay with the trilby.
Okay, I'm just gonna say right now, there is like a very, very low percentage of people that can pull off the hat that you're wearing right now, and you're one of those percentage. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, like no jokes.
Well, tonight I am allowing Cthulhu to decide my fate, and he says 8.
That means
That's roll twice.
that means you have 2 hats, so you roll 2 hats now.
Alright, so I got 5
That's a cowboy hat.
and an 8. What happens if I roll 2 8s?
Now
Do
you
I
have
just-
3 hats. Keep going.
Exploding hats.
So 4,
Okay, that's a flat cap.
and I have no idea where my dice went. There it is. Hold on. 1.
A trilby. So you've got a trilby, a flat cap, and a cowboy hat.
People call me the most human.
Yeah, that's what they call you.
Mhm.
So we're not going to be using spells tonight. We're going to be using the basic module here. Module is a strong word. But yeah, so congratulations, Bears. It is HoneyCon 2022. Woo!
Sorry.
And it is a very exciting day for you. HoneyCon 2022, you are going to undertake the greatest heist that the world has ever seen. But there's just 2 things. The first is you have a complex and precise plan in which many things could possibly go wrong. And the second is you are a goddamn bear. All right? You have 2 stats, criminal and bear. You start with 3 in each stat. If you haven't written that down already, go ahead and write it down. When you act and you do something where the outcome is in doubt, you will roll a d6. and you will want to get equal to or under the relevant stat. So, for example, if my criminal is 3 and I want to sneak past a group of guards, I will roll a d6. I got a 6. That would be a fail. All right? And bad things will happen, but like fun bad things. And we will cross, when you fail, your stats shift. So we'll cross those bridges when we get to it. So, HoneyCon 2022 this year, this particularly exciting event, is taking place in a lavish convention center. As we get the group of you guys heading up to the front door, you can see that it is beautifully designed with lovely huge ribbons of honey-colored gold and all sorts of beautiful accoutrements and decorations. And you can see there are some guards standing out front and throughout the building. It's very well organized and well kept. But it is in pretty much a convention center. So one of those big round buildings where when you get inside, there's going to be tons of tables with lots of cool honey expositions. There will be honey statues, honey combs, honey jars, and it's very, very exciting. Now, you guys know something extra special that will be at this particular HoneyCon, and that is the ultra dense mega honey, made by extremely posh bees. So this is particularly exciting. The good news is that part of the conceit of HoneyCon is that everyone dresses as bears. It's a part of the event. A lot of people dress up as bears. So you're already perfectly in costume. The bad news is you can't talk. And all of these others can. So the first thing that I think that happens is the group of you all come up to the front door where it's time to get your tickets taken. You can see kind of lining up along the outside. There's a guard taking people's tickets and checking bags and stuff like that. Do you guys have tickets, or how would you have come across them?
I hacked into the system and got us all tickets.
Incredible. There is a mechanic in this game. I believe you can have a flashback. You can voluntarily move 1 point from bear to criminal, doing a flashback scene in which you alter the bear's plans over coffee. Would you like to enact that here, our Black Bear friend?
Sure.
Excellent. Do you have a name, Black Bear?
I do. I don't know how many people will remember this, but I've decided to name myself Gary Wallace.
All right, Gary Wallace. So we get a flashback of Gary Wallace sitting at a coffee shop with a computer hacking, and you've got one of those photo printers plugged into the USB port in your computer, and it's just printing out photographs of tickets as you paw it with your hands. And then we come back to the present. So go ahead and move your bear stat up 1. I'm sorry, move your criminal stat up 1 and your bear stat down 1.
Okay.
No, it goes onto a sliding scale. So you only set it to the center, do you not? So if you go too far into criminal, you turn into a criminal.
Yes,
if you go
correct.
too far, yeah,
That's correct.
yeah.
So it depends on how you're writing it down. If you're using the sliding scale, then you would just shift it. But if you have it written down like you have 3 in, then
like how I have it. So I have that you can't see on the thing. So I have 2 boxes, one with 3, the other with 3, one labeled criminal, one labeled bear.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we get you guys going through the ticket booth, and I think this is the moment when we meet everybody, with the exception. So we've met Gary Wallace. We see Gary Wallace hand in his ticket. Let's do introductions of each of our bears. We'll do Birthday Boy last because Birthday Boy's the star of the show. Who would like to go first?
Hey everybody, my name's Stanley. I'm a honey badger.
So we get
I'm designing this operation.
We get
So you all know that.
We get Stanley the honey badgers. I think they do like photographs because it's just like it's like just like, and you get like a name tag. So everybody gets like a photo shot. So you got to show me your best, like, I'm a bear getting my picture taken face. All right. Let's go to Ty.
All right, out of Montreal, Quebec.
Oh.
I was a former performing bear in Cirque du Soleil, and then the goddamn humans took all their jobs, and you can call me Michel Bublé.
Oh my lord!
I tip my hat to you, sir.
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle.
Are you the polar bear? Which one are you? You're grizzly? No.
I am the
Which bear?
retired sun bear, done with the circus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Let's go to Brian.
I hate how you chose me to follow that. Hey everybody, my name is Panda Cakes. I also spent a large amount of time in the Big Top. It was a disappointing time in my life, but they taught me a lot of skills. They taught me how to ride little balls and how to manipulate small things. I can even almost tie a balloon. That one ended in a child crying, so I'm not going to try and redo that one. But if you need anything, I can get into it. You think those bear traps that keep people out of the trash? No, that doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop me at all. You think you can keep me from your camping supplies by putting in a tree? I can climb. I'm your guy. If you need in, I got you.
So Panda Cakes, the incompetent panda thief. I think it's like we get like those like heist movie monologues and like moments from each of you guys. Let's go to Steven.
Hi. Skittles. King Skittles to all of you. I am King Skittles. Get the honey. Want the honey. Get the honey. Peasants, come on. Honey.
Incredible. So we've got Skittles, the unhinged honey badger muscles of the group. And Snobby, go ahead.
Hey, I am Willie, the only one here who seems to know what's going on. And the only one who can actually drive out of the group. So, yeah, I'm a polar bear. And, I don't know what I'm doing here. It is unbelievably warm. But you dragged me into this. So this better pay out.
Yeah. And it looks like it's going to. As you guys are finishing going inside, you can see quite a hall. And I think we get like a of the honey. We get a bright glowing, and then the silhouette of our final entrance.
Oh, we have one more.
We did, Gary.
Did we?
I don't think.
Gary was first.
Yeah.
Printed the ticket.
No, he just did something. He didn't introduce his character.
Do you want to do a proper character introduction? I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. My name's Gary. I work with technology, computers, things like that. This guy over here thinks he knows what's going on, but we'll see about that. By the way, you're welcome for the tickets.
And then, as I had mentioned before, we get the glowing. So we definitely had like a moment, and then Gary was like, nah, wait, hold on, not yet, and had Gary's moment. And now it happens again, even brighter. Somehow, like a bunch of bees just like fly out from where you stand, and like a bouquet of flower roses falling through the sky, or letting the doves free. And in comes our final bear.
I kind of walk in all disheveled, and for a bear, grizzly bear, got cigarette pressed between my two claws, massive claws, and I just throw it to the ground, and I stomp on it, wearing my very blue jeans, being very rotund, with a flat brim hat. Yeah, Smokey the Bear doesn't really like conventions very much, but I need me that honey. I got debts to pay, man. So, I'll take a couple of pictures with the kids, and I'll make my dues. But as long as we get that sweet score, I don't care who I've got to intimidate anymore. I've seen some things. All right, let's do this. Thanks for the tickets. I'm gonna go into my jean pockets. Like it's a fat bear wearing like very big jeans, and I'm gonna pull out another cigarette. Smokey the Bear is gonna start smoking.
Yeah, I mean, I think like as you start smoking, so a guy comes up to you in like a yellow uniform that's like decorated in honeycombs. And you can, it really looks a lot like real honey. And he comes up and he's like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm gonna have to ask that you not smoke in here."
Hey, it's his birthday.
You guys just growl at him. He can't understand you. So what do you do?
I'm gonna try to terrify him.
Yeah, I would say that this would be bear action, for sure. And you are a grizzly bear, so you can add a d6 and pick the lowest.
So I roll 2d6?
Yeah, and pick the lower one.
Pick the lowest? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 4. And that's a 3.
Okay, so a 3 is equal to your current stat. So what that means is when you roll equal to your stat, you succeed. And if it's over, then you fail. So this is good. When a plan goes off without a hitch, which I don't think this is really a plan, so we're not going to get to that yet. You just growl at him, and he's like, "Oh, all right then. Sure thing. Nice costume." And he kind of walks away.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's all you are able to say. You can say that, but nothing else in the human language. So he walked away kind of like looking at the rest of you. You all watch, and you guys look around and you start to realize like there's like a bunch of people in these vests, these security guards wearing these like honey vests. This place is pretty heavily guarded. Oh, look, it's you. I see it.
Heavens above.
So you know two things. You know that somewhere here, and as you're looking around, you see lots of tables with all sorts of different types of honey and different types of things that you could snatch. And you also know that somewhere in this facility, there is a particularly specially dense honey that is extra special, is apparently made by the most poshest of bees, which makes sense considering this is such like a posh convention. What do you guys do? You're in this massive room immediately that has all sorts of different honey things. Probably, I'll say they've got like honey versions of everything. There's honey cheese, there's honey corn dog, there's honey sandwiches, there's honey pizza. So you have all of this stuff at your disposal. What would you like to go for first?
Control yourself, bears.
Mother of
need to get through this.
Is there a honey fire anywhere? I need to make sure that's not roaring.
There is a table where they're doing experiments with honey. They're making a honey volcano. That's the closest thing to a fire.
I would like to go to that table and I would like to be like, this is not fire code. This is not up to fire code here. I need to confiscate that honey.
Did the rest of you all go with him?
Oh, I want to see how this plays out from afar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like somebody to hold me back as I am trying to go for it.
Oh, Tabernacle, little one, you need to wait a little bit, huh?
So you walk up make some growls at this person. They clearly don't understand what you're saying. And in fact, this is like she's like a girl who's in maybe like 9th or 10th grade. Like clearly like this is like her school science project. Everyone, you guys watch as she hits a button and this massive volcano of pure honey just like flies out of it.
They're wasting honey.
And stop. Gotta go. Gotta go. Honey.
This is not fire code. This is not fire code.
These monsters.
The Lord.
It happens again.
Honey.
Someone hold back the badger, please.
Go get it.
Only
All
you
right,
can
let's
prevent forest
start
fires.
with, let's do a round of actions here. Let's start with closest or furthest away. Let's start with whoever was saying I'm so appalled by this wasteful act. Who was that? I think that was Brian.
Panda Cakes.
So Panda Cakes, what do you do as you see this hateful act?
I just can't even bear to watch good honey go to waste. These monsters don't even know what they have. They are just throwing liquid gold on the floor and laughing.
It is on the floor now.
These humans need to... Actually, now that it's on the floor, is there a mop anywhere, like a cleaner's closet or anything?
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to very much steal me a mop.
Okay, there is a janitor you can see that is currently using a mop. But if you would like to try to subtly steal it from them using a criminal, I think that would be a great time to do this.
Absolutely, I will attempt. Would this be considered a thieving act?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Let's see, I rolled a 2 on my first one. I think that should be good enough.
That is good enough. So, you managed to, what does it look like as you sneak by and steal this thing, actually?
Well, he's got the mop and he kind of puts it back in the bucket and he turns around and he starts spraying off something and I just kind of walk by, just keep walking.
Excellent. So you've got a mop now, but I do think that there is a certain angry honey badger or a certain unhinged honey badger who really wants to do something. So I'm going to check in on King Skittles. King Skittles, what are you doing as this honey goes flying into the air?
That entirely depends on if anyone and who is holding me back.
I don't think you're looks like we've got Michelle is holding you back. Michelle, how are you holding back honey? How are you holding back Skittles?
Well, to start with, I would try to pick him up, but seeing the humans waste so much glorious honey, I'd say, have at it, mon chéri, and slap him on the arse and send him on his way.
You're gone!
So you are just trying to
catch as much of the honey that is falling from the volcano. Just
All right, go ahead and give me a bear roll to see how much honey you can catch.
That's a 6. We in trouble, boys.
So you go running over, but you slip on some of this honey and just go sliding into like 5 tables. They all start overturning and falling everywhere. You guys are causing quite a commotion here. Let's check in on the other honey badger. Jill, would you like to do anything during this situation?
Oh yeah, this whole time that this whole scenario is going down, my brain is just working. All the gears are turning, so I'm gonna be looking for the biggest pot of honey. You know, this is a big distraction, so there's gotta be a jackpot somewhere, like where the awards are. I'm gonna go try to see, like, hey, that's where that is. Let's scope this place out.
Go ahead and see if you can find. Go ahead and roll criminal to see what you can see, what you can scope out.
Alright, it's 2d6, right? And then take the lowest one? Or is it 1?
I think for this one, it would be 1d6. Because you're kind of just looking around.
Oh, that's not good. It's a 5. We're pulling through with the incompetence.
So I think what happens is you're looking around when suddenly a group of guards comes over to those of you who are causing this commotion. all of the guards have a southern accent and are wearing these honey vests. So one of them comes up, particularly. They have little just like guiding sticks to like push people out of the way and stuff like that. But they're
Let's call
not
them for
like
what they are. They're batons.
Okay. I forgot what it was called. They're batons. They have batons. So they're like, one of them comes up. Maybe it's not the same one from before. He got pretty freaked out by Smokey, but he goes, this new one, who looks almost exactly like him, goes, excuse me, I'm gonna have to ask you all to please calm down or exit the convention. And he's looking at the group of you.
I'm just gonna like wave my little bear hand at him and kind of like try to sign like I'm just gonna look at the ground, just kind of shake my head. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna kind of throw my smoke on the ground as it's done, and I'm gonna like roll my eyes and stand up on both legs, and I'm gonna go, only you can prevent forest fires. And then that's it.
I think that's gonna be a roll with Faze. So you will get to roll 2 and take the lower. This is a criminal roll.
Okay, well, I got 3.
Okay, that's
3 and a 5.
And your score is a 3 right now, right?
It's still 3.
Okay. Yeah, so I think this seems like something that this seems like a plan going off without a hitch. So let's go ahead and move your criminal up 1 and your bear down 1, or move it on the sliding scale.
Yeah. So up criminal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he'll go, all right, you're right. I understand. You're just trying to do what I'm trying to do. You're trying to prevent fires, if you will. Forest fires, chaotic situations from occurring. Now, you may want to take care of your friend over there. And he points over to where first of all, King Skittles has totally like bear slid across this honey like through like 5 tables. And second of all, and Panda Cakes, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you are currently using the mop handle and eating it with honey on it, aren't you?
No. I'm just mopping it up right now. Mopping it up. Just swirling it around in that honey and just mopping it up and just kind of waving at people like.
Oh, in that case, he goes, oh, looks like turns out some of your friends are actually pretty tame. All right, well, you just let me know.
I'm gonna go over and pick up King Skittles with one hand, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna kind of like very subtly but not very well lick up a bunch of the honey off the ground.
Yeah, that sounds like a bear roll.
Okay.
Do a barrel roll.
So just rolling a d6?
Yeah.
Oh,
trying to lick up honey while carrying someone?
That's a 5.
Oh, no. I think you also slip. But you know what happens? You slide right over to the guard's feet, and he reaches down and holds out a hand for you. And he'll help you up. And then he says, you all be careful. They've got cameras everywhere in here. And he points around, and you guys realize that there is a massive camera system in this convention center.
Is it honeycomb shaped?
Yes. All right. So you guys still have a mission. You need to acquire the dense mega honey. You started to try to look around, but you drew the attention of the guards. What else can you do?
I'd like to look around and see if there's any security cameras and if there's a control room.
Yeah, I think you can see there's a place where the guards are all like heading in and out of. And you can assume that between those double doors, there's probably some kind of a security system.
All right. Well, I think, Willie, you're the only one back here with me, I think.
The only one with sense in this group, it seems.
You
Yeah,
could probably call the rest of your group to come too if you would like.
yeah. I'll try to get the attention of everybody else.
Yep. I just start walking forward and I go, okay, yep, you've had enough. You had enough.
I'll be holding onto Skittles and watch as this flailing around.
I will say anybody that would like.
Oh, you're muted, buddy. You're Skittles. You're muted.
Steven.
Skittles, you're
Steven.
muted.
Just imagine you're holding me by my bottom leg, and my head is just trying to get to the floor, just to
See, and this is.
Anybody that would like to indulge in licking this honey on camera can. You could, if you want to do that, you can voluntarily move a point from criminal into bear if you want.
I'm still even, so I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'd say that I ate some of the honey before I ate shit.
There
I'm
is a
still
lot.
even, so I'm going to.
Yeah, you will have just a lot of. There is going to be footage of you doing this, though. That's the only thing. But it doesn't, you're just licking up the honey off the ground. I mean, we also have a mop full of honey, so you could also drink the honey from the mop if you want. Are you going to eat that mop, Pancakes?
Not yet.
Oh, you're making I get it.
I need to make sure that it's good and soaked. And then I'll come over to the rest of the group and I'll just be like, hey, I stole some.
Good for you, Panda Cakes. Now, can we get going? We have a bigger prize to get.
That's true.
Yeah, right. Gotta get that sweet honey.
So the group of you guys you guys head back into the security room. There are two people sitting at the cameras. And when you get in, they turn around and they go, oh, excuse me. I don't think you're supposed to be in
I
here.
throw Skittles.
I would like to roll for carnage, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead and make a roll with 2 dice for carnage. That's gonna be bear.
Say taste the rainbow, you son of a bitch. Say it!
That's a 1!
All right, nice. So you just, I'm gonna say it's like a PG mall. You PG mall these people. You probably bonk their heads into each other, or just run into them so hard that they both roll under the table and slump unconscious.
It's just a cartoon where there's just dust clouds.
Yeah, the dust cloud.
Yeah. And when it settles, they're on the ground.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I'm gonna light up another cigarette and be like, I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh boy.
And it was all my idea too.
Sure was, buddy. Sure was.
Unfortunately. Okay.
So you have the security cameras. Hacker, what were you hoping to do?
Well, I think what we need to do is install a loop in these cameras. I guess with these two guys out, we could just turn them off. Nobody's gonna know.
From here, I can see the whole convention. I can navigate you through the convention floor.
Well, yeah, we need to use the cameras to find out where this mega honey is, but once we have that, formulate a plan to get it, I can shut the cameras down. That way nobody will see us.
Yes, let's use the higher intellect to check the cameras. See if we can find honey that way.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but as long as there's no fire involved, I think we're good.
Oh, Smokey.
I love all of these
Whatever
bears.
bear equivalent there is of pinching the bridge of my nose. I just put a paw on top of my snout.
I'm gonna finish another cigarette and then just light up another one.
Oh my goodness.
You light up one of those, I'm gonna cut you off.
Start scanning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the computers with
Gary.
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 Stanley and Gary are gonna go to the computers and try to do some computer work there, guys.
Stanley, Gary, and a Willie.
Okay, so I think either of you could make this roll with 2d6 being the brains and the hacker, because this is both like going through a plan that you had and also using your hacking skill. So either of you could roll with 2d6. Who would like to be the good hacker?
I'll let you roll this one for the brains, and then I'll roll for the cameras for the hacking side
Yeah,
of it.
because you're kind of like going to be like finding and making the plan to find the stuff.
Okay. Sounds good. I got a 3 and a 1.
All right, and
Nice.
that is currently 3, right?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So you are flipping through these pictures. It's probably like 1 or 2 screens, and then you like are able to like zoom in on each of them and kind of like look through the pictures. What you see, so there's a big convention stage that you guys saw when you came in that had curtains closed on it. You see the camera footage of what is happening behind those curtains. Okay, so and behind those curtains there is a big podium. And on that big podium, there is a gold-plated jar with a screw-on lid.
There's the prize.
That one. Right there.
All right. How do you guys want to go get this?
It's behind the curtains. They can't see us if we go behind the curtains.
Yeah, but they can.
Go through the backstage area.
Go through the
They-
backstage. The
They
rafters.
can.
The rafters.
They can see you going back there, though. I gotta
Nice.
They're
shut
like
this.
humans.
Do you guys want to disguise yourself as humans? There is a wardrobe back here.
No.
Let's
That'll
have a
work.
look in here, and I'll open it up.
All right, I need everybody to pull out their D6s.
Okay.
You reach into your dressing room box. Everybody, roll me a D6 and tell me what you get, and I'll tell you. Actually, if you have 2 D6s, roll both of them and tell me what they are.
A 2 and a 4.
Okay, so the 2 and a 4, you get a very 90s tie-dyed t-shirt.
Okay. As Smokey the Bear, I probably wouldn't wear any hippie things because hippies smoke weed and that requires fire, so they're probably burning down the forest. So I'm gonna be so against this.
Okay, you can tie it around your arm like a band, like a
I'll put it on, but I'm gonna begrudgingly do it.
begrudgingly. Oof. Okay. I see a 4 and a 3. You get a black and white striped tuxedo jacket, shirt, and bow tie.
Wow.
I'm already a badger, so that's beautiful. I look like the best dressed badger everywhere. The bow tie is red.
The
Red bow tie.
3 and the 3 is a powder blue and frilly tuxedo jacket and bow tie.
Who got that?
Okay.
I would say.
Anyone want to
one.
trade?
I have
I
a
am
2 and a 3.
not wearing that. Like,
We've got a 2,
Oh.
which is a very tie-dyed tuxedo jacket, shirt, and bow tie.
To hide the blood.
I got a 1 and a 5.
For a 1 and a 5, you have a fluorescent yellow jumper.
Yes.
Oh, that is glorious. And I got a pair of 4s.
That actually tracks.
That's a black and white striped t-shirt.
Oh
On a
my
black
god.
and white
on
bear.
On a freaking.
So you're saying that I look pretty much like Ty?
Yeah. And Ty, what did you get?
Michelle got a 2 and a 5.
Okay, you have a very 90s tie-dyed jumper. We got a lot of tie-dye.
We got a lot of tie-dye.
You're
Trying to blend into the group and we look like a bunch of hippies.
A bunch of hippies.
I look like I'm fancy. they see me, I am conductor.
So, the good news is the humans are pretty dumb. Recent tests in study of bear disguises have shown that they can be fooled just by wearing their own clothes. So some outfits seem to draw less attention than others. So luckily these will not draw as much attention.
I had to get the blue. At least the frills are white. Ugh.
I'm gonna put out my smoke and I'm gonna look at him and be like, at least you don't look like a hippie. be
At least you
happy.
don't look like you're a sales associate for Foot Locker.
At least the hippies were helping me.
Well, I think if
the crown and the tie-dye suit.
if we get caught, this is what they're going to put me in anyway. So I guess I'll just get used to it.
You're going to jail.
None of us are going to jail. We're
Not
gonna
if I
pull this
can get
off.
Not if I can help it.
We're gonna do
It's
this
animal
just fine.
control.
Okay, so how are you guys gonna stay in contact while you are looking for
There's probably radios on all these security guards, aren't there?
I know about
Yeah.
radios. Radios, the Rangers would use them around me when I was, about to do my shows. So I think that we can be able to talk to each other using this human technology.
So
Okay.
over the radios, you just hear click.
Speak, bear, not what the humans think. I hate
you hear on the walkie-talkie when you do that, hello, is something wrong?
Everything's fine, but it sounds like.
How are you?
Who gave the honey badger the walkie-talkie?
Be quiet. I think he's got a point here.
It's the smart one.
The smart yet incompetent one. So you guys do have access to this radio, though somebody clearly, again, like a few minutes later, they're like, did somebody say something? Is everything all right?
I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna be like, only you can prevent forest fires.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. We'll send somebody back to check on y'all. If there's a fire, we should probably deal with that.
The door open right now.
Forest.
It will be opening soon. You guys need to finish this part, like whatever you want to do in here, or prepare for somebody coming back here.
I think we're about to have company. I think we should probably get out of here.
Put me
We should
on
go-
top of the door jam.
Yeah.
Put me there.
Yeah. You leave us here. we got the room. Talk to you on the radio. Guard you.
Carnage.
Okay, who wants the other radio?
I think we don't have another radio. Do we have another
have-
radio?
You have
Yep.
because there were 2 guards.
Oh, okay. So we have 2 radios. Can I do like a criminal check or like do something to see if I can change the channel?
Yeah.
So that we're not in the
Go
same
ahead
channel?
and make a criminal check to change the channel.
I'm
Do
the
I
brains
roll?
of the operation, but incompetent.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and raise your criminal up 1.
Okay.
And you are able to change the channel of both of these walkie-talkies. So the next time you talk into it, it's just like, but only
All right.
you guys hear each other, and it's like, hey, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing.
I've set it to this weird double squiggly thing. It kind of looks like a bee, but it's not a bee. It's like the wings of a bee. So if it's the number 3.
Like
Don't get what you're saying.
No one usually does.
Just leave it on this half squiggly thing.
Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
think around that time, there's like a on the door.
Back against
guys-
the wall, right beside the door.
Relax, guys. I'm used to dealing with humans. I can deal with this.
I'm just gonna kick back in the chair and put my feet up on the console.
I'm gonna grab the 2 unconscious people and like drag them off to the side and throw them in the lockers where we found the clothing.
Excellent. So, as the door opens, somebody walks inside and sees all of you guys in your like human gear, and is like, "Oh,
Carnage.
Oh.
are you gonna fight them? Are the muscles gonna jump in here?"
Double carnage.
I think our honey badgers are dropping from the top of the door jam.
Yeah, he was in the door jam, yeah.
Is it possible to distract him with a bear wave while he gets snuck up on by two honey badgers?
So you just do like one of these. Do you want to go ahead and make a bear roll to see if you can effectively distract him by just like being super bear?
A 6. I'm not sure if that is good or bad.
I'd wave as well.
Okay. So with the 6, he's like, "Oh no! Intruders!" And he pulls out his stick. He pulls out his baton and looks around and sees all of you, and then looks up just in time. Go ahead, both of you roll. Go ahead, both of you roll. Roll to jump down, and you get to add an extra dice because you're both honey badgers.
I got
Definitely
a 3.
bear.
This is bear. We're good. I got a 3.
All right.
We're good to go for honey badger.
So, excellent. So, you guys just, again, we get this, like, pile of dust, and then when you guys walk out, like, of the, with, like, that, like, kind of, like, cowboy music playing in the background, you walk out from the, dust cloud, and then it settles, and he's just, like, lying there.
In our neon tuxedos.
We're gonna throw him into the pile of people that we're slowly collecting.
Full on Assassin's Creed it. Just keep piling everybody into the same little locker.
Is he wearing the security honey vests?
Yes, they all are.
Ooh.
Excellent.
It's
That's a
about
good
the size
idea.
of me.
Perhaps some of us, bigger. bears.
No, he looks exactly like a human.
Actually, yeah, he does.
I mean, I can't tell the difference.
I would like to put on one of the vests as well, on top of the tie-dye.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I put it on top of the tie-dye suit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Excellent.
Tell me you're going to brunch.
I'm going to brunch.
Yeah, I can't. It's human.
Wait. Say you have plans later, and you have to go to work.
Don't work. I'm a king. King Skittles.
He's got you on that one.
But say you do, because it'd be funny. It's what he would say.
Go to
Humans
work.
don't
You work for me. Go to work.
No.
That does also sound like what humans say.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh God. I guess it got me.
So what's the plan here? So some of you guys are gonna go try to sneak onto the stage, and some of you guys are gonna try to break the camera or watch from the cameras. Is that the idea?
So the plan is, Observe is gonna guard the security room, which is Honey Badger, me, and maybe one other person. Maybe drive away.
Probably the hacker.
wait.
Really.
Probably the hacker. Okay, so
Oh,
us
yeah,
two.
actually,
So
yeah.
us two guarding, and then the rest of you are going to be navigated through this maze of honey by us here, and we'll tell you when it's good to take the honey before they, have something going on.
I'll cut the cameras right before you get to the stage and nab the jar, and then I'll turn them back on after you guys are gone.
I have a crazy idea.
The truck's out back.
And he's going to kind of look down and be like, they'll know who I am. So I'll just put on a show.
Oh.
And then I'll distract them. And while they're all distracted while I'm on stage, we'll play something and I'll take one for the team, I guess, and you guys make off with the score.
What if you light the stage on fire? Get it? It's not a forest.
That's a damn dirty joke, and I never want to hear it come out of your mouth again. I can't bear to hear those kinds of things.
Fire. Okay, so you guys have your plan. 3 of you are gonna stay here, and 4 of you are gonna go. So we're gonna have 1 muscle with each of the groups. We've got 2 badgers and a black bear in here. Where does everybody else want to be? Sounds like it sounds like Smokey wants to go to the stage.
I should probably stick with whoever's stealing the honey. because you're gonna need me in the car as fast as you can.
We should probably look for one of those things. I mean, they have those
What, a
like
car?
those things. The car. They're called the cars. Yeah. And they have like they use them for when they like are angry at small white perforated eggs, and they like hit them really hard. They have these really small cars that have no windows or doors.
Yes.
We could find one of those.
Can I
You've
do a
definitely seen
flashback?
some- Yeah, go ahead.
So, Willie, going to one of those old junk car dealers, and finding like just a stereotypical like those white vans that have like just completely white windows, just completely beaten down, and just getting in and driving away.
Incredible. Go ahead and move a point into criminal. Or go ahead and move a point from bear to criminal.
And then parking it in a convenient spot behind the convention center.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, so you know that you have a really sketchy van parked behind the convention center.
It says on the side of it, instead of candy, just honey.
The license plate is like...
Too busy.
Or like bear with me. I don't know.
Bear with me. I don't know how to drive.
It's bear with me.
And then there's like a little bear on board sticker.
There's a
little cub that says
Cubs on board.
Cubs on board. Yeah.
There's a little bear bobblehead wearing a hula skirt on the dash.
Oh yeah. And of course, a Smokey the Bear
All the
on the
seats are
side.
gone. Like there are no seats in the car because you guys just sit on the floor.
Oh yeah.
I just sit on my big rump and just
hit the pedal.
Yeah.
Incredible. So
actually, I think it'd be better if I have like for like wheelchair drivers, I have the handle to push and pull, because if I sit down, my arms and my legs are the same length.
That's so true.
So it's just easier if I do it all by hand.
That's perfect. Yeah, so you're gonna talk them through it. So as you're looking at the pictures, you see that on the other side of like the main convention center is where the exit to backstage is. You're gonna have to make it through the crowd again in order to get backstage.
Oh dear.
We can do this.
Good luck.
I'll navigate you
bearable.
from here. Just check the radio.
Yeah. It's okay, Stanley. We believe in you.
I'm glad you do. Because I don't.
Just no fires. Please, no fires. I don't believe you on that one, but yeah.
So, let's check in with Michelle. Michelle, how are you gonna, protect your fellow bears as they're making their way across? Making their way. Across the convention center with the big crowds.
Well, being that I am used to the humans, I have a strong sense of the smell of honey. So I'd imagine the more buff and tough security guards would smell stronger of the more potent honey.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will keep a nose out for them and try to distract them as only a Quebecer can.
Go ahead.
You want me to dial it back? I'm sorry.
No, don't.
I need
love
you to
it.
take that dial and crank it to 11, bud.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good, Ty.
Yes.
So go ahead and give me, I think this would be a criminal roll to tell this seems very much picking the path based on who's the strongest of the guards. Plus also, I feel like if you get to a person that's really smells like honey, that's gonna be really distracting for everyone.
Oh, wee. All right. Oh, cat.
Okay, and what's your criminal stat?
3 and 3.
Okay, excellent. So go ahead and move 1 point from criminal into bear as this plan goes off the rails. As the group of you all start kind of making your way across the, you're smelling, you're seeing if you can tell like what the safest way to go is, but what happens is you end up just being like, I smell honey. And so you start just accidentally leading everybody towards the smell of honey. And then suddenly you see this group of dancers dancing with barrels of honey coming down this massive pathway towards you. They've got these huge barrels that they're like, they're rolling them like the way that like little kids play that like ring game with the stick and the ring. So they've got these like baseball bats and these big barrels of honey, and they're doing like this elaborate dance. And it's coming towards all of you, except for the 3 of you that are in the back room.
All right, stay calm, but scatter.
Okay.
Go northeast.
Are you gonna look for a safe path?
We're inside the building.
I have no directions.
Yeah, I don't know directions.
It's that way.
We don't know where you're pointing.
So we get like a split screen of our friends in the room with the cameras, and our friends with all these barrels barreling towards them. And Gio, did you want to try to find them an escape route using the cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be a brain. So you would have 2. So go ahead and roll 2 die and take the lower.
That's the 2. 1, 2. Oh nope, that's 4. That's a 2.
Just criminal. So, yeah. So I think you see. You see that right above them. In the floor. There is a vent in the floor that they can jump into.
Northeast is down.
No, it's... Okay.
So
You said down. Let's go. I'll lift it up
Find
and
me a
then
direction I know.
everybody just piles. The 4 of you guys just like
Okay.
all at once jump inside of this hole. Gio, go ahead and move your criminal up 1.
Sucking my gut.
Everybody, please keep in mind that if your criminal or your bear ends up at 6, you either go full bear and animal control gets called on you, or you go full criminal and become the ultimate mastermind and betray your team. So basically, either way, I take narrative control of you, and bad things happen.
narrative control.
Yeah. So basically, if your criminal stat reaches 6, you are lured into a life of crime and betray the party. Is what it says here. And if your bear ever reaches 6, you flip out bear style and lose it. So.
Oh no!
You guys are like bear crawling through these tunnels, right? And you guys like it's like clink, 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 clink. The cold metal, you can feel it on your forearms. Your army crawling through these tunnels.
Okay.
What are your different bears that are currently in this tunnel, though? Is one of you?
I am a
older
grizzly, so I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
You're massive. Grizzlies are massive.
You're not really crawling so well as you are getting stuck. And you guys come to a certain point
salmon.
where it's like a little bit too small for you.
Guys, I think I might be stuck.
I'm just gonna attempt to shoulder him.
Yeah,
I heard a great tale when I was a kid about a great bear called Pooh. I think his name was Pooh. I can't remember how he got out of this situation.
Don't you dare use the Lord's name in vain.
I will not use his name in vain.
Right.
But he was in this situation. I can't remember how he got out of it.
Willie is trying to do a shoulder punch to move, to get Smokey through this, stuck point in the wall. And I think that that will be a bear roll, just to like headbutt him.
A bear roll?
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, come on. Fail.
Oh no. Okay, so I think you do this and you just jam him so hard that like a pipe explodes and water starts streaming into the
The
like-
back part of me or the front part of me?
the back, like where you guys are. I mean, you definitely like get him free, but in doing so, you break the vent that you're in, and a pipe explodes, and water starts exploding everywhere.
Well, I think he has a great idea, so I'm gonna run in the back of Say, and I'm gonna push him into the grizzly. Just start piling this up.
I think with the force of two of you guys, you are able to fully get yourselves moving again. But there is now just like water up to like your forearms your bare, so like up to your
bare arms.
Up to your bare arms.
Oh, yay. I hold my breath, duck down, and just jet forward.
So as this place is filling with water, guys, you see on the cameras, you can see like a map of the system, but you can't see where the pipes end. What do you guys do?
Can I turn the water off so to quit filling it with water?
Yeah, that's a great idea. So go ahead and give me a criminal roll with hacker.
Oh, also, it sounds exactly like Star Wars when they're being compacted and we're all screaming into the thing.
Oh yeah.
I got a 4 and a 2.
Turn off the
All
water!
right, the 2 is a success. So everybody, you guys are screaming at the top of your bare lungs. Ah! Everything's filling with
It's
water.
like, just turn off the water!
Turn it up!
And it's filling up, it's filling up. It comes all the way up to the top. And then the water stops and fades back down.
My cigarette goes out.
They are all you are all now sopping wet.
I pull out my pack of cigarettes and I'm like, oh, this is unbearable.
I just get back down on all fours and do a shake.
So, the group of you guys managed to pop up out of the top of the vent, which takes you to the other side of the stage door, like the backstage door. But if anybody's ever done theater, you know that it's really hard to navigate backstage. So you don't know where to go to get onto the stage itself. What do you do?
Could I try to sniff around and find the honey, no?
Yeah, baby. Go ahead and give me a bear roll to sense that honey.
Alright.
You can roll with 2 die and take the lower. 1! So you smell the poshest, purest, goldest honey you've ever smelled. It just wafts into your nose and you're like, I know where. It's almost intoxicating.
What is it, boy? What do you smell?
Je suis amour. Oh.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
French.
You imperious pig.
I don't know what that means.
So, you guys follow the hypnotic scent as Michelle Bublé leads the way. And eventually you arrive at the backstage door. In the distance, you see that there is 2 guards.
Are they
the honey badgers?
Are they able to be seen on the cameras yet?
You would have seen them on the cameras.
Okay, then I'll cut the cameras.
I'm gonna go on the radio and be like, is the mega honey on the other side of this door, and is it on the stage?
The answer is yes.
And is it an open stage?
The curtains are closed on the stage.
Okay.
Tell them that the cameras are off.
The cameras are off, guys. So we're on our own until everything.
Well, Michelle, I believe you were hired for muscle, correct?
Oh, Oui, little one. What would you like me to do?
Well, I see 2 humans in our way.
Tuh.
Are you sure they're humans, though? Because they kind of look like bears in human disguises.
I have
Smokey,
been
how
fooled
would you like to
before.
go and talk to them first? Because I want to get us out of here quickly. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Well, and I'm going to take off the costume, and I want to look around to see if, for whatever reason, there's a shovel.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a criminal roll.
You guys totally know it's great. Oh, no, that's a 6.
You grab something thinking it's a shovel, but it's not. It is a baton. And you look up and you are standing right in front of one of the guards.
I'm gonna do my thing and be like, only you can prevent forest fires.
Excuse me, you're not supposed to be back. Oh wait, you guys are wearing the vests!
I'm not, but I am Smokey the Bear. I'm a washed up face.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, he's the face.
You are the washed up face. So go ahead and give me another criminal roll with face as your,
2.
Okay, they're like, excellent. We're almost ready for your performance. The honey, will be presented afterwards.
And I'm gonna kind of like back look at them and be like, whew, like kind of nervous because it's been like 30 years since I've gone on stage to do a performance for Smokey the Bear.
It's been like 30 bear years, so it's only been like 2 months.
Oh no!
So they start to kind of usher you out onto the stage, in front of the curtain. And what do? Everybody, those of you that are in the security booth, you guys can see like through the window to the main part of the convention that like Smokey has walked out on the stage. You guys can see everything even without the cameras because you're pretty close to the main convention stage.
It's time to go.
It's gone wrong!
Get your butts over here.
Let's go.
Okay.
Are
We're
both
gonna go
of the-
watch the show.
No. Backstage.
No?
Are both of the guards escorting Smokey, or?
I think they are both escorting him.
And I'm bear waddling, by the way. I'm just two
But they, I mean,
feet.
they are still like there. They like escort him out onto the stage, and then they're like looking through the curtain. But I feel like maybe this might be a moment for our thief to do something.
Yes.
How do I get past that door? So yeah, is it possible to, while they're both escorting Smokey, attempt to sneak up to that door and open it without them noting?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a criminal roll. And you can roll 2 because this definitely pertains to thief.
Alright, a 6 isn't a good start. 6 and a 1.
Okay, a 1 is a success. So you are able to just like sneak through that door. Get that door open, and then you kind of like turn around and do like one of these, and the rest of the group follows. And you guys kind of head out onto the stage. Smokey, what does your performance? You guys are behind the curtain. So we've got 3 bears in the audience, kind of like making their way slowly towards backstage. I'm guessing. Is that an accurate statement for our friends that were in the security room?
Somebody will
Okay, so we got
probably
3
have to
bears in
drag
the
Skittle,
audience.
but yes.
We've got 3 bears backstage, like behind the curtains, about to steal the honey. We've got 1 bear front and center, being the face.
All right.
What's your speech?
Well, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna be holding my baton, pretending that it's a shovel. And I'm going to look at the crowd and see everybody kind of staring at me and being like, only you can prevent forest fires. And then I'm going to look at them all, and then I'm going to look over to the other side of the stage and pretend that there's a fire. And I'm going to be like, "Rawr!" and run over and like run to the other side, and then just like do like a wacky inflatable flailing flail man kind of thing to pretend that I'm fire. And then I'm gonna hop over to the other side and be like, "Arr!" And then I'm gonna go back to the
Somebody from
fire.
the audience throws you a shovel.
And then I'm
you
gonna
have a shovel.
and then I'm gonna start pretending to, and I'm gonna start pretending to dig a hole and actually like taking out pieces of the wood floor of the stage and then like throwing it on there and then like trying to doing that black bear thing where they're like throwing the stick around. If anybody remember that video from like a million years ago, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm fighting it, and yeah.
So good.
I resemble that remark.
The crowd goes wild. They're like, yes, yes, and the three of you backstage are like, you sneaking your way over to where the honey is sitting on the podium. And the three of you are also like sneaking over to like so that the group of you guys can all meet up. At a certain point, the clapping sort of starts to slow down, and you hear like a. And as you finish your performance, Smokey, a woman wearing a all yellow honeycomb like jumpsuit and like tall high heels comes kind of like clicking out onto the stage, and she goes, "Excellent, excellent. Now, wasn't that just an excellent show, ladies and gentlemen?" And the crowd's like, "Yeah!" And she's like, "I'm so glad that you've all come tonight for HoneyCon 2022. We got quite a show for you this evening. Starting, of course, with my friend over here, Smokey the Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Wow. Isn't that something? A bear that can talk. Now, of course, we've got more surprises up our sleeves, certainly, but unfortunately there is one thing that needs to be dealt with first." And she blows the whistle, and the three of you guys that are standing backstage, the curtains open. And she goes, "See, we've got a couple of imposters among us this evening. We were hoping that this particular group would show up if we gave them the right lore, and luckily enough, they have. So, if you see someone that looks like a bear dressed in a man's clothing, well, you know, but not one of you guys dressed as a bear dressed in man's clothing, seize them." And a commotion.
And I jump into the crowd of people, and I'm going to bear rage. I don't know.
All right, excellent. So you're gonna try to just scare them, or actually attack them?
A little bit of combination of both. Like I'll go down and I'll attack tables and like throw objects around and
Incredible.
like push things over, trying to make a fire.
We'll come back to that, but I do want to first check in on our honey badgers and our hacker, because the first thing that happens is people start looking around in the audience, and all eyes just go on to the three of you.
I am wearing a security vest. Does this help me or hurt me?
It would have if she hadn't just revealed your presence.
I am going to try to very calmly walk up to the stage. Try to just like reach up for the microphone.
Okay, go ahead and give me a criminal roll.
Oh, this will go great, guys. Oh, no. And no, that's a 3 and my criminal is 2.
Okay, so unfortunately that will fail. Make sure you move 1 to bear and 1 away from criminal. Also, I forgot to say this to Panda Cakes and to Smokey, but you guys both would also move your criminal up 1 and your from the previous stuff with the face and the thieving. So move your criminal up 1 and your bear down 1. So you go walking up when one of the people with the barrels just like you're like a honey badger. So a barrel of honey just gets dumped over your head. And like they try to just put you inside of this barrel. Everyone else, the other two of you that are down there, you see other you see that Skittles is now inside of a barrel.
Well, he's probably enjoying that.
There's no honey in here. It's just a barrel.
They can't prove we were ever here. The cameras are off. I'm gonna walk over and try to kick the barrel off of him.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that pretty easily. But as you do that, you just like throw the barrel off, and you see like the crowd starting to walk towards the three of you guys. As you kind of like crowd closer and closer to the stage, they're all just coming closer. And on the stage, the woman with the microphone goes, looks like we found some. The rest of them seem to be right there. Well, thank you so much, you diligent little honey convention goers. Go ahead.
I would like to, be in the barrel when he throws it. So, like, I'm holding onto the edge and just go flying away.
Incredible. So he throws the barrel. Where are you throwing the barrel to?
Well, I was going to try and, like, pick it up off of him and throw it out into the crowd to, like, push them back away from us. But if he hangs on to it, he's going to end up in the crowd.
I mean, that's still pretty good. So you hit the badger in the barrel, into the crowd. And let's check in on our friends on stage. You guys, the spotlight falls on the three of you as you're standing just inches away with your hands reaching towards the jar.
Rexo, back. Let's get everyone there, shall we?
I am going to quickly grab that thing of honey and look towards the others, and in a shocked kind of look, go, oh!
Go ahead and make a criminal roll to grab the honey as a couple of guards start, coming onto the stage.
6. Crap. That's it's the best I've ever rolled.
No.
You can roll twice because of thief.
Oh. That doesn't help. 6.
Okay, so what happens is you go to get the jar, and it falls onto the stage in slow motion.
Sacre bleu!
And I think at this point we all go bear.
Are you guys gonna run onto the stage and try to lick up some of this honey before, I mean, you can still eat the honey.
Cheese it!
We're done!
We've been made!
I'm gonna scoop some and eat it because I need to get some points into bear here.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop some, run up onto the stage and scoop some and run.
Yeah.
Run into the back area that we know.
Excellent. Well, you did jump into the audience, so I'm going to follow up with you
Okay.
In just a minute. I do want to see, so we've got Willie is eating honey.
I'm eating honey and moving a point from criminal into bear.
Perfect. Michelle, I will remind you that those dancers had those massive barrels of honey. So if you guys could get those. And you can see, they were about to come on the stage too to do a performance. They're starting to line up, in the wings. And they've got their giant barrels. So you could still get some loot.
Alright, you pigs can lick off the floor. I will make off with the bounty. And I will
No,
try
you don't. I'm getting paid.
I will try to run over and pick up the barrel and make my way off.
All right, that sounds like a bear roll to me. Just to, grab honey and go.
Alright, is it using the muscle?
Yeah, sounds pretty muscly to me.
No! 4 and a 5.
Okay, so I think you get the barrel, but then two of the dancers are practicing their high kicks, and you just get knocked in the chin.
Right in the
go ahead
triplets.
and move 1 point from bear to criminal.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, from criminal to bear.
Oh, okay.
I got an idea. I'm gonna go grab a cart. I'm gonna slam into those barrels, try to grab like 2 or 3 of them real quick, and just beeline with the cart.
Yes, you take the cart, you throw it up onto the stage, jump up onto the stage after it, run back into the wings, and start. Go ahead and give me a criminal roll to see how many barrels of honey you can collect.
1 or 2?
This could be 1.
Okay, 1. Oh, it is a 4! That's what I needed.
Excellent. So, you are able to fit like 4 barrels of honey in this cart.
And I'm just beelining for the getaway cart.
Yeah, the getaway car. There is an exit, like down the hall, like through, and the driver would know this. Like you have to go through the dancers, back down the hall, like in the opposite direction of like the main convention area, and then out the back emergency exit.
Okay.
You ready to lead the way? But
Yep,
let's begin on Grizzly, on our Smoky Bear, who has like, stage dived into the crowd. What is your
Bear
aim
hug
here?
style. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to look around to see if that volcano is anywhere around there, and see if there's any sort of pyrotechnics that was attached to it. And he's gonna go against every fiber of his being, and he's going to start a fire to cause creation
All right,
of.
go ahead and give me a criminal roll. Try to start that fire, baby.
Plot twist.
Oh no.
Oh, it's spinning. That's a 6.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But is it? Could I say it's terrify? If I'm being terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, a 2.
All right, go ahead and move a point from bear to criminal. Same with Geo. You should have moved a point from bear to criminal as well.
Oh, I am turning very criminal right now.
You
That's
gotta,
okay, I'm
you gotta
very
get some
there.
honey, my friend.
And yeah, I would like to see if I would like to knock it over and steal some of the honey that would be exploding out of it before the fire.
Yeah, go for it. You can totally do that. The volcano explodes in flames and honey, and it's falling everywhere, and you're just like rolling in it. The back of you does catch on fire a little bit, but you just like roll through some honey, and as
Bear through it.
massive explosion happens.
The bear puns we're on one today.
Speaking of chaos, there is a badger in a barrel. Also crowd surfing right now. What do you want to do in the midst of this crowd?
So, I'm hoping to move a point from bear to criminal after what I'm about to do. I'm just kind of remembering for a moment. We're kind of setting up the plan, and it's like, okay, what happens when things go to hell? And somebody's like, what makes you think they're gonna go to hell? And every head just turns towards Skittles, who is destroying a pillow.
Okay.
Skittles jumps up on the table where the plan is laid out with a red crayon. It's like, it's very simple. Colors in red crayon over the entire plan. And we cut back to him in the barrel, just moving to the edge. And just start attacking everybody. To
Okay,
get
so go ahead
everybody
and move a
panicking.
point from bear to criminal. From bear to criminal. And then give me a roll for carnage, 2d6.
This is gonna end well. This is gonna end perfectly.
It's a 1 and a 2. This can only go well, my friend.
Nice.
Okay, so we just see that same, like, dust cloud, but this time it's freaking massive. At some point, a barrel goes flying out of the cloud. And then, again, we just get, like, there is also an actual explosion happening. Like, there's fire. And I think the last thing we see is the two of you guys, like, climbing up onto the stage. And then you're like, wait! Where's Gary?
Gary ran with Stanley and Willie.
Excellent. So,
Only I could prevent forest fires, but I couldn't prevent structure fires. Let's go!
Nobody likes structures!
so the group
Anarchy!
go running down the hall. As you're running down the hall, you just you see this crowd of dancers as you're coming toward this massive line of dancers on the stage. What do you guys do as you approach this line of dancers?
I'm going to pull a card from my last trick and pick up Skittles in slow motion. Bite his ear, and then pull him back and throw him into the crowd of dancers.
Trigger that carnage.
Carnage!
All right, go ahead and give me another bear roll.
At this
I'm
point,
also the muscle, so this works great.
I'd like to
Yeah.
ask, at this point, is Michelle just in the line doing the can with the dancers because he's given up?
I do think so. I do think it's Michelle that will eventually catch Skittles once Skittles is done.
That was almost bad, but we got a 4 and my bear is 4, so we're
Okay.
good.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent. So you guys watch as the dancers just are brushed to the side by this bear just barreling into them. As you come out on the other side of the spread apart dancers, Michelle catches you and you get a shoulder ride. The two muscles start just marching down the hall with Skittles on Michelle's back and Smokey behind him. In the distance, you can see Willie pulling out the car keys, and Stanley and Gary are bears that have human names. Are all ahead with the cart full of the barrels of honey. And Panda Cakes, what are you doing?
So, if possible, I would like to try a flashback.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so Panda Cakes is sitting there watching this plan and everything come together. But he's kind of greedy. He doesn't want to share this. So as this plan finally finishes, he kind of mischievously looks and kind of creates his own plan, diversion, using the others as a distraction. And so as it cuts back, Panda Cakes will be sitting there sweeping up the rest of that high-quality honey into a small mop and bucket, and kind of placing a new disguise on and trying to sneak out the back door while the others are a distraction.
Oh, does that max out your criminal?
It puts me to 5.
Okay. All right. So you do still feel some loyalty to your fellow bears, but you are going to try this. Yeah, I mean, you can totally do that. So that will bring your criminal up to 5. As you, in the plan, you're like, I should bring a tiny jar. I don't know why, but I feel like I should bring a tiny jar. That's a bear's true enemy. A tiny jar. So you have a tiny little jar that you've collected and spooned as much of this honey in it as you can. So you have a tiny jar and a spoon. So while everybody
one of
else
those little tester honey jars, the little itty bitty ones.
I
Yeah.
spent 10 years learning how to open jars.
And I will say, this honey gleams. It's like that dark golden color. And it smells so good. And you did lower your criminal one before, right? When you licked some up.
I did not lower my criminal one, so I'm all the way to 5.
Awesome. So as you are going, you're not following them, or you are following them?
No, I'm going out the other direction. While everybody's moving towards them, I'm going to try and move out the other direction.
All right. So you do have to make a criminal roll to do this, and if it succeeds,
I will. Okay, no, I'll eat some of it on the way. Then I'll just eat the mop a little.
yeah.
It
You
looks
said
like
you were saving it. You said you're saving it.
Yep.
I'm just saying, because you can't just. I mean, if you wanted to go with the rest of the group, you could. But in order to get away on your own, you have to do a sneak. So it's up to you. I mean,
I'll try and get away on my own.
okay. So go ahead and give me a criminal roll.
All right. Is this
If you want
is
to eat the
this
honey
considered
before, you
thieving?
can lower your criminal by 1.
I will do that. I will lower it by 1, so it is it would be 4, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. I believe it. Would this be considered thieving?
Yes, definitely.
If I roll 2 6s again.
Roll 2 6s.
All right. Come on, Dave. All right, we're halfway there. The first one is a 6, and then a 2. Okay.
So you managed to sneak through the chaos back out the front door that you guys originally came into. Meanwhile, our other group is on a rush. As you run around the corner, you see that the guards are running up behind you, and in front of them there is a person with a video camera capturing all of this on video.
I'm going to take my shovel and I'm going to.
Okay, go ahead and give me a bear roll. This is not any of your special skills.
Nope. Oh, I have to roll so low. Yeah. Oh.
What'd you get?
It's a 1!
Oh!
So, like a pro baseball player with the heart of a bear, you bash the camera out of the reporter's hands and it goes flying through the air and into the hacker's hands. Hacker, you now have a video camera.
I'll start disassembling it as I move. As we're running, I'm gonna start disassembling it, taking it in different pieces.
I start laying on the horn. Get in!
Yeah, so you've made it out to the back. As you guys are all jumping into the car, you guys are driving, and you see behind you, you hear a beeping, and you see careening around the corner is a bunch of guards in the honey vests, wearing those honey vests in a golf cart. They are just going towards you. You're in the back alleyway behind. I think right around this time, you guys realize that you don't have panda cakes.
We're leaving!
Panda bear down! Panda bear down!
Never
And as
trust
you
a
guys-
panda.
And as you guys screech forward to the end of the alleyway, Panda, you are turning around the corner as you left the building, and you see them. You see them there in the getaway vehicle. Are you going to run to catch up?
Smokey's gonna put his hand out the side sliding door.
I got it. I'll go for it. I'll go down 3 legs, one with a jar of honey, just going for it.
I think I'm just going to let you guys have that. But you guys are in, so you pull him into the car. The doors are fly off their hinges. You have no doors on the car, I've just decided.
The sliding door just ripped off, yeah.
As you do
I
this,
opened it so
the back
violently.
window, you see pew, 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 little trank darts start hitting the back window.
I start swerving.
Yeah, swerve to okay, go ahead and give me a criminal roll to outmaneuver them.
I'm gonna grab one of the barrels and I'm gonna crack it open and I'm just gonna take a lick and be
do
like,
not waste honey on this.
I need it, boys. Oh god, it's so stressful.
Hey, you got a 4.
I don't have any cigarettes left.
What's your criminal?
My criminal's 4 right now.
No, I'm sorry. I'm checking in on the driver really quick.
Oh, sorry.
So your criminal is 3.
And I got a 4.
Okay.
No.
Did you roll 2 dice because you're the driver?
Oh, right, I'm a driver.
Come on.
Yes, please.
Roll again.
Come on.
2!
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and move your criminal up 1. As you swerve around the corner, trank darts are still flying in the windows. What was it you were trying to do?
I just wanted to pop open one of the barrels and like eat some honey because I'm stressed out and I don't have any cigarettes. I want to make sure that it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's really
Okay.
good.
All right.
It's low.
So I'm gonna move one over to Bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the group of you all streak around the corner, and I would love we are coming down the home stretch of this journey. The last thing that you see is walking out into the intersection with like 3 or 4 guards is the woman in that full jumpsuit. She has a megaphone and she goes, I'm going to have to ask you to pull over and return the honey.
Do I hit her? I don't want to hit her. Am I hitting this woman or not?
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'm gonna be like, just wait, what's your name again? Willie. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Willie, if you hit a human, the car tends to blow up. Listen, it's very simple. Panda cakes, is that the good shit? Can I have a little? Just a little. Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit.
A little
I
bit.
am about to go full chaos.
Ah!
Wait, hold on. Wait, Steven, if you eat honey right now, you to add one to Bear.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'll be at 5. We'll be okay.
Just open the door, and throw him out as he goes full bear.
My plan, take the good shit, I'll be 5 bear and 1 criminal, and then Michelle, my fellow muscle, I will give you the crown and say, you are the king now. Now throw Skittle at the evil lady in a jumpsuit!
I've trained my whole life for this, and I will take the Skittle, and I will say because the other one didn't say it, taste the rainbow! Throw it!
Carnage!
Go ahead and give me a roll. I'm sorry, a bear roll.
Bear carnage.
It's a 4 and a 5, which since I ate the honey, they're both equal to or under my bear, so we're good.
Excellent.
Yeah, Michelle got it too.
And you guys both succeeded on your rolls? Excellent. So, the last shot we see of Skittles, are you planning on trying to get back with the rest of the group after this?
I'll probably... My goal is to take her out. If I go to animal control for a couple of years, I go to animal control for a couple of years.
Technically, you haven't maxed out your bear yet.
Yeah, I'll escape afterwards and just meet up at the hideout.
Okay. So, I think you get launched. The last thing we see of Skittles for this, for the purposes of this, is Skittles just like, whoa, flying through the air. Instead of, like, the dust that we usually see, it's, like, the shape of, like, that mushroom.
The mushroom.
As he just, like, slams into her.
Yes!
And I'm hanging out the side of the thing. I'm just gonna be like, that's one hell of a bear. Tip my hat.
And we drive off into the sunset.
Let's get one shot of each of you guys, or like one moment from each of you. First, let's focus in on Gary Wallace. What are you doing in this last moment? In the background of you, we just see the giant mushroom of chaos Skittles.
Well, see, I know Stanley would have taken shotgun, so that means I'm not up front. But, I don't know, just sitting in the back, fiddling with the videotape that I took out of the camera from that reporter, just stringing out the tape, just destroying any kind of evidence that we were ever there.
Oh, that hurt.
Somehow you managed to make a beautiful necklace.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so by the end of it, you have like a scarf almost of like camera film. Let's jump over to Stanley. Stanley, what are you doing?
Stanley has his head like hanging out the window because he's running a shotgun. He's holding onto the top of the car. I have all the honey for my tongue holiol.
What about, so Michelle, you do the throw, then what do you do?
Well, I had the premier pudding prepared in the back of the van. And every bear knows you mix the honey with the maple syrup and it makes the pudding very good, yes? So I begin pouring it and singing. Cantabrates orde de payer et ser porte la croix. Ton histoire de tour épopée. Oh, Canada!
Steven, what is one of the expressions that we see when we see when we see Skittles' head just like poke out of the explosion for a moment?
It's first one of the guards who are like trying to get away from the explosion, and then just the upper half of Skittles' body with just the biggest Cheshire grin on his face just grabs the guard and pulls him back into the mushroom cloud.
All right, Brian, when we see Panda Cakes, what is Panda Cakes doing?
Panda Cakes is sitting there watching the honey being poured into poutine, and he's just kind of nodding, and then he'll turn around and take another jar out. And shit.
Incredible. And we've got the driver, Willie. What do we see as you swerve around this mushroom cloud?
He's just sitting there with like this absolute shock on his face.
I have a
like,
suggestion.
By all means.
Just in time for you guys, a truck pulls out in front of the explosion with a ramp on it.
Oh, I take it.
And you go
Oh, I take it.
flying over the ramp in a beautiful arc.
And I've just got this smirk on my face.
And last but not least, as the car lands on the other side, Smokey, what's the final line of our movie that we've just made together?
Well, it was a difficult ride, but we bared through it together.
Oh.
And we got something.
Oh.
And we're gonna beeline it to the end, boys.
Oh.
And as the car just drives off, and we see, I think we see Skittles like jump up through the back window that is now cracked open because of all the train parts. Through that open back window with like the glass, we see like the explosion start to settle down, and in like red letters across this the scene, we just like red 3D letters, we just all to prevent forest fires.
Is the convention on fire? Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This was amazing.
I'm so glad you guys had fun. That was great. What a blast.
Oh my gosh.
The next one of these will be Steven. Steven, do you know what you're gonna run yet?
Yes! Where did it go? I pulled it out and then I forgot. There it is. So, next week, we'll be playing a game called Kobold Endeavor, where you are all kobolds trying to please the mighty King Dragon by stealing a bunch of treasure from the humans.
Oh.
I've heard of that one.
Are we gonna bust out Calamity
The clutch? Dude, we should totally bust out the clutch, for real.
Steven, are you down, buddy?
Do whatever you want.
Oh. And,
I'm so jealous.
Explaining that to me later.
Oh yeah, let me know what I just signed up for, but do whatever you want if you're just coming through.
Is it next week on Wednesday or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Same time, Steven, or are you gonna be pushing it back?
I'll say for now, same time, but if people prefer it pushed back, let me know and we will do it.
I know that the majority of us that are in here now actually have a game here in about 13 minutes that's scheduled every Wednesday, so if we ran the same time, it would be great.
Yep.
I can do same time.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're that fun 2-hour before show.
Pre-show.
All right. And I'd like to say to everybody, you can catch other great DMs like Rose and Steven over at the Moosewater Tavern. Come look us up on Discord and come join in on the fun. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Night.